Hello YouTube, this is Ben Gussel. One more video for tonight. Now I gotta go to bed. So, I made a video about, we'll just say certain kinds of liberals, right? Well, recently, like liberal Ten Commandments. Well, with my fellow conservatives, use that term, fellow kind of, I don't know if that's quite the right way of putting it, but with like-minded conservatives, uh, I'm going to rephrase that whole train of thought. This video, I'm going to, to be fair, I was going to kind of have some jabs at conservatives, but because I can't really do that in good conscience, because I'm more conservative, I'm going to try to explain the difference between conservatives that are more like myself and the conservatives that are not like myself. So that's the gist of this video. Imagine I could probably watch videos about liberals that try to explain why they're not like the liberal that I've described in my video, and how they are some other kind of liberal. That would be just fine. I would definitely watch that video. That's okay. But here we go. And so basically, why I'm not like any of these U.S. presidents that are Republican, with maybe a few exceptions. At least I have fond memories of Reagan. Well, here we go. This is, again, not organized, pre-organized, so this is just going to kind of just go. The first thing is, I don't want war. Neither do many conservatives. The question, obviously, then would be, what do I think would be a legitimate reason for going to war with another country? Here we go. Okay, wow. We're so concerned about injustices in the world. Is that a reason for war? Isn't that what the United Nations was supposed to be? Was world policemen? No. Apparently that's not their responsibility. Apparently it's the United States' responsibility. We just kind of took it upon ourselves. Not we, the government did. So, I don't think that if some issue in some far off country, that's a reason for the United States to go to war. An issue being, I'm talking about being some dictator gives the United States government the middle finger. No. Some dictator is a womanizer. They are killing their people, genocide. Right? Well, geez, when it comes to things like that, that's what I just mentioned. That's why we have the United Nations, I would think, unless they're powerless. They're just a bunch of bureaucrats that are just yakking away. If the United Nations cannot manage those things, then the conservatives say, who can, right? That's a very good question. Who can? Well, if no one comes to the aid of people that are being, I don't want to use the word oppressed, that's used too much, but no one comes to the aid of a tribe or a nation that's being killed, all these bad things happening to them, yeah, I think the United States should get involved. We're already involved throughout the world anyway, why not? But those kinds of things, if we're talking about a small, well, I really don't like the idea of any less populous people getting pushed around by a bigger group of people. So, yeah, I mean, I could see why I would be okay with the United States going to war. But if it's not a world war, right, it should be one of those things where get in there, get the job done, and go. So let's look back at all the little skirmishes, right, that happened last, I don't know how long. Maybe since World War II. In the case of the Korean War, yeah, I think that was probably the best thing to do. Be involved there. In the case of the Vietnam War, life of me, I don't know why we why the United States government did what they did. How I'm very confused as to why things panned out like they did. We could have easily taken care of communists in Vietnam, get Middleburg to China, if we just stopped pussyfooting around and just sent millions and millions of troops in there, just shot the heck out of the communists there. But no, we had to send in little groups at a time. By helicopter, right? Just get the job done. Make it war. If we're going to make Vietnam democratic, it's a great way of being. This is all kind of when the Cold War was going on, right? So, as far as I'm concerned, the military messed up. But the president messed up then. I don't know what they were thinking. And I do, but I don't. I think it's serious conspiracy theories, right? Yeah. Okay, so then what's happened after the Vietnam War? Well, gosh. Oh, something Gulf War 1 and 2, and something in Afghanistan, and some little, almost a little teeny issue in Panama at one point. We've had people rattling the saber at us, Cuba and Venezuela. We've had some UN things in Africa and the little thing in Somalia, right? And in Bosnia, or Serbia, or whatever, Serbia. And then, what else? Those are some of the things that cross my mind. I remember little military conflicts here and there. Why didn't we ever help out the Armenians? Did we not want to? You know what I think? Obviously, this is the reason why. The reason why is because we'd be up against Turkey. And if we fought Turkey, it would be a world war. We didn't want a world war. Why didn't the UN step in and help Armenia? If the UN didn't do it, why didn't a coalition of European American forces get in there? Well, I guess we wanted Turkey to be on our side, right? This kind of crap. If people are dying, yeah, you want to put a stop to it. So I don't fully understand right now when President Erdogan came to power, who was before him. I don't understand the Armenian-Turkish conflict. I don't know why there had to be one. I just know that this is ridiculous. And I've never had any say in any of this, of course. So it's, we just hear about this stuff. It's happening. Oh, wow. Gosh, I guess that's a good thing. Or, whoa, I never wanted this. And I'm now paying for this to happen via taxes. My money's going to go kill people I didn't want this war in the first place. Right? And why didn't we help out people in the South Sudan? Did they get any help from the United Nations? You mentioned Rwanda, what happened there. And after seeing the movie Hotel Rwanda, there's a statement that says, someone asked, why can't we get more help from Europe and the United States? The response, of course, from Ron Perlman's character, right? He says, because you're black, that's why people aren't helping. To the point, blunt, but it's probably a lot of truth to it. The governments of the West, because they see kind of Africa as still being kind of backward, all these things, it's the government you need to look to because the government's made the call to do this, independent of what the people wanted. The governments are racist, basically. They obviously didn't care about African lives as much as other lives, and so that's why not as much action was taken. Now, why did we get involved in Somalia? I have no idea. If the government didn't care about black people as much, why did we get involved in Somalia? They're close to Saudi Arabia, oil. Yeah. I mean, why haven't we gotten involved in wars in Congo, or these religious wars, political wars in Africa? The Congo is one of the ones that comes to my mind, but There's a fair bit of them, but yeah, is it one of those things where let the Africans kill each other and there'll be less of them? Let me just be blunt here, but what are the governments thinking? Don't we want to protect people that are being attacked that can't protect themselves? Again, is that the United Nations or is that us? I'm getting too much into this right now. Nothing's happened in East Asia yet, by the way. I still think North Korea is going to do something crazy, and then we're going to at some point. So, obviously I don't see eye to eye at all with why we've done certain things and we haven't done other things. I know that, though, that the reason why the United States has probably done the things it's done, it has something to do with all the conspiracy theories that I've mentioned. And of course, many other people have, and what's in it for us, kind of thing, right? Yeah, so it was never my call. I've never. It's just there's no vote for the popular vote for whether or not we're going to go to war. It's just the president's call, and the Congress has to approve it. And if Congress is elected by us and the president's elected by us, somehow we're giving them the authority to do this. Now, you know what? War should be determined by a popular vote. A lot of things should be determined by a popular vote. If that means that our whole country's going to go democratic for quite a long time, that's what it means. Maybe the Republicans and Democrats will become different parties. Maybe they'll shake things up. If more things were decided by popular vote, the world would be a much better place. Or at least people could put the blame squarely on the American citizens at that point for why things happen. But because this doesn't happen, this is just whoever's in office making calls, and we somehow give them authority. It's this kind of tricky thing that DC does all the time. Okay, so, basically what am I talking about? I'm talking about, again, how differences between myself and people like me that are conservative, and people that are in office they're conservative. So you have the establishment Republicans, the establishment versus the people, everyone else. Conservatives that are like me are interested. We want the United States to be good. We want to be righteous. We want people to live the Ten Commandments. We want liberty and freedom and justice for all. We want the Bill of Rights to be the Bill of Rights. We want our guns, and we want to protect ourselves, and nobody can take away our guns. And we want the good life. We want America, right, to be what it should be. These conservatives that are, they say they're conservative, and they're, they say that they represent us. They don't. What they are after is more war. However they can, whatever reason they can make up to go to war. And they want us to hate black people or whoever is liberal. So they want to get that going. So that's going to eventually mean more war, more guns, better for the military-industrial complex. They want just to keep us down, keep them down. And they never want to look like they're the bad guys. They want to look like they're the heroes, they're saviors. Meanwhile, they're keeping us down. That sounds like conspiracy theories, but let's just call it for what it is. The Republicans represent basically the moral majority. I don't know, because they're not moral. That seems shocking to say that. Why would I say that the Bushes? I'm going to leave Reagan out of this, but the Bushes and Trump, right? Oh, who knows? Hopefully, I always thought, well, Ford, but you want to throw in Nixon and Ford? Use Nixon in there, sure. That's about as far as back as you can go. Think what you want from people before then. That's about when the Illuminati really had a lot more control over everything in the United States, other than just the financial system. So they had more control over wars and things. And so, were these guys really representing us? What did we want? What we want is non-establishment conservatives. Well, I mentioned a lot of these things already. But I think what we want is people to be decent to each other, right? Civil. We don't want all this fighting. We don't want all this misunderstanding. We want to understand people better. It sounds Oh, that sounds liberal. No, it's not liberal. That's ridiculous. That's just the way we should be. We don't want to. You don't want to have neighbors fighting neighbors over religious and political and racial differences and other things like that. No. What conservatives want is you can find in the Bible. You can find the Book of Mormon. You can find in the hearts of real conservatives. We love Boy Scouts a lot of times. We want, sports, recreation, keep it going, strong education, good roads. it's no brainer, right? It's a no brainer. It's we don't want to. We hear things like it's crazy Muslims in some country are carrying out these terrorist threats in Paris and London. And there's probably some that are doing that. You know why, right? You hear this stuff. Oh, I hate these guys. Let's go to war. Go to war, yeah. So then, eventually, we have some stupid war. Let's say we go to war in Syria. You know, all these things going on in Syria, and so we're just go to war, fight these bad boys, right? And what happens? We end up spending lots and 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 lots of money. And what's the effect? What does it help anything? A lot of people get killed over there. So people think, oh, there's less Arabs. Yeah. Come on now. I hope you see what I'm saying. I hope you do. There's a difference between the establishment, which are essentially Illuminati, whether they know it or not, just or willingly followers of Illuminati. All those guys, and there's all the other conservatives, and who Trump says that he represents. Well, hey, let the speculation continue whether or not Trump is Illuminati or not. But, you know what? Even if he isn't, he's still not a good guy at all. I don't trust him. And neither should you. Alright, leave me your thoughts and comments below. Oh, one more thing I almost forgot. You might think I'm doing this just for liberals that were, I went after pretty hard for last time. I'm just doing this because I want to make it clear that where I stand. Alright, catch you guys later. Thanks. Bye.